Would you like some information on how to create an optimal environment for ideation, creativity, and collaboration in your workplace? Our group, Quantum State, would like to share with you some ways the most innovative companies in the industry create such a culture. These ideas are relatively simple and focus on the mindset and the culture that the leadership at these companies has created. Some companies we'll learn from are IDEO, Google, and Pixar. The success of these businesses depends heavily on ideation, creativity, and collaboration. For example, Pixar Animation Studios has earned 26 Academy Awards for films such as Toy Story, Finding Nemo, and The Incredibles. Each film is highly collaborative, taking literally tens of thousands of ideas from 200 to 250 people on a production team. One can easily see the quality of teamwork in any and all of the Pixar films. We'll share with you some of the fundamental values of Pixar Animation Studios that enable such a creative culture to exist and thrive. Bob McKim from the Stanford Design Program noticed something interesting in his creativity studies that he conducted in the 1960s and 1970s. He noticed that adults are inherently embarrassed about sharing ideas. As adults, we fear judgment by our peers, and this fear causes us to limit the ideas we have and not share some of the ideas we do have. In contrast, children have hardly any embarrassment at all. Very often children have a feeling of trust that allows them to play freely, think of wild ideas, and share their wild ideas with everyone. The main idea we took from this is the idea of trust, that is, creating a culture and environment of trust. IDEO is an international award-winning design firm that helps private and public organizations innovate and grow. One of the founders of IDEO, David Kelly, said he wanted to form a company where all of the employees were his best friends. This is because he knew that having such friends at work was the best way to have trust, play, and creativity. Do you have good friends at work? Now that doesn't necessarily mean we should go to work and try to become best friends with all our coworkers. However, there are certainly benefits to building trusting relationships with others at work. For example, through team building activities. You can even go further to encourage a playful environment with the physical decorations of your workplace. Some great examples of this are the wooden huts and caves where animators work at Pixar. Google has slides in the workplace, and dinosaurs with pink flamingos. All of these environments encourage employees to play with each other like children, earn trust, and build on each other's ideas and creativity. Can you think of an innovation room that you could add to your workplace to free the minds of your colleagues and encourage play? It certainly doesn't have to be as extreme as the areas mentioned at Google. It could be more modest, like an area of whiteboards where people can throw up all kinds of ideas and plans based on the current projects. By far and away, though, the most important prerequisite of all this is to let people know they can experiment and take risks without worrying about criticism or failure. People should believe that it is better to ask for forgiveness afterward rather than permission before. A saying at IDEO is fail early to succeed sooner. These ideas are automatic with friendship and trust. And when you get a group of people that believe and live this culture, the collective abilities of the group can transcend the individuals. So get those ideas out there and test them out and let the team build on them. Another popular saying at IDEO is, all of us are smarter than any of us. So building on this idea, let's move to Pixar Animation Studios. Ed Catmull is the current president of Pixar, and he has the opinion that having good people and therefore a good culture is better than having good ideas. His quote is, "If you give a good idea to a mediocre team, they'll screw it up. But if you give a mediocre idea to a great team, they'll make it work." This can be a little counterintuitive. the team and culture are more important than the ideas. So what makes a good team to Pixar? The operating principles of Pixar can give some insight. 1. Everyone must have the freedom to communicate to everyone. 2. It must be safe for everyone to offer ideas. And 3. We must stay close to innovations happening in the academic community. Based on these principles, there are no egos. Everyone has complete trust in one another, and they know that going through such a creative and iterative process in this trusted environment results in a superior product. The idea behind operating principle number 1 challenges the traditional hierarchy of corporate America. That principle is saying that in their environment, someone can bypass their boss with ideas or suggestions. Therefore, bosses need to learn that it's okay to be surprised in a meeting. They realize that it's better to learn about problems from colleagues when there's still time to fix them than from the audience or customer after it's too late. Lastly, combining principles 1 and 2 in brainstorming and idea sessions, it's vital that no one has any authority. Everyone in the room is a peer with an expert opinion to offer. So in summary, build a culture of trust and build a culture of play. This allows people to take risks without fear of criticism or failure. You'll have more ideas and better development of the ideas given.